Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy says Finn needs to get Luna out of his head. A stupefied Finn reminds his woman Luna is his son. Steffy counters saying she's not a child. She killed 2 men and tried to kill her. He sayn't save her. Finn says he sayn't ignore his responsibility. The entire situation is woeful, but they sayn't ignore how her nonage, without a father, contributed to her current state of being. Steffy says a meddled up nonage is no reason, but Finn contends he could have made a difference. Steffy thinks all that's holy Luna is locked up in captivity for life. Finn takes a deep breath and says his son is locked up but she's not in captivity. He tells her Luna is on house arrest at Bill Spencer's place. At Bill's place, Steffy tells Luna that she's a monster. She doesn't know what Bill was allowing getting her out of jail, but that's exactly where she's headed. Luna feels terrible about what she did. Steffy snaps, "Not terrible enough to do your time, supposedly." Luna hates herself for what she did, especially to Steffy, given that she's her pater's woman. Steffy tells her not to get too comfortable calling him that, as she'll no way have a relationship with him again. Luna tells Steffy that Finn is her pater. Steffy says it doesn't matter. Luna says, of course it matters. She's a part of Finn, he's a part of her, and they're all family. Hayes is my family now. Steffy hisses at her, "Don't you ever say his name again." Luna eventually has her verity. If she'd known, everything would have been different. She pleads with Steffy not to take Finn down from her. Bill steps out of the murk and says, Steffy explodes. This monster tried to kill her. How could he take her in? How? In Finn's office, he tells a case over the phone that occasionally what you did in the once affects you moment. This gives him pause. He disconnects and flashes to telling a shocked Steffy that Luna is at Bill's on house arrest. As Finn sighs, Sheila appears. Rough day. She just happened to be in the structure and wanted to pop by. Finn tells his birth mama she shouldn't be there. I can't do this right now. Sheila can see it in his eyes, commodity is wrong. Finn insists he's forfeiture, but Sheila is undeterred. Pulling up a president, she can tell commodity is importing on him. Finn says she shouldn't indeed be there. She clucks. Oh, because of Steffy. Finn replies, no, because of you. Sheila is sorry for everything she's done, but her blood is running through his modes and through his child's modes. Finn frowns. Sheila goes on about the pain she's felt wanting to be close to her child. I lost out on the occasion to be your mama, and that's a loss that I'm going to have to carry with me for the rest of my life. At Forrester Creations, Hope urges Carter to tell Daphne it's time to go back to Paris moment. Carter questions Hope. Hope asks why he's scrupling. Daphne crossed a line and betrayed their trust, so she has to go. Isn't that right, Carter? Hope declares that Daphne has no respect for them or Forrester. Daphne denies that's true, but this isn't Forrester. She asks Carter if he thinks the company is better without the Forresters. Hope says Daphne is trying to make him feel shamefaced. Daphne says she doesn't have to. Look at him. Taking Forrester from his family is killing him. She didn't anticipate to respect Carter when she arrived, but was surprised to find he has principles and values. Hope narrows her eyes. Unlike me. Daphne says Carter lost his way, but this is exactly who Hope is. The preemption idea tortured Carter, but did his loving companion try to stop him or see it as an occasion? Open your eyes. Hope's using you. Hope says this narrative about her using people is getting old. She spent times erecting a successful line. Daphne muses. Also, you were fired, your line was killed, what changed? Hope thinks Daphne has been talking to Steffy, but Daphne informs her she's been there long enough to make up her own mind. Carter's a good man who lost his way to defend Hope. Carter says, I didn't. Daphne says, what? Lose your way? Yes, you did. Because of her. Hope razzies, you don't know anything about us. Daphne says she and Carter have spent a lot of time together swapping stories. Hope has done nothing but support him. She thinks Daphne wants her man. She asks Carter again to tell the perfumier to leave Forrester and no way come back. Carter tells Hope he loves her, but asking Daphne to leave would be a mistake. Surely she can relate to how one kiss can be. Hope smothers, you want Daphne to stay. Carter tells her, yes. It's stylish for the company if Daphne doesn't go back to Paris. Daphne smiles and Hope glares. Hope cannot believe Carter is siding with Daphne. He's siding with Forrester. Carter reminds her they took over this company to run it without judgment. Hope says, she kissed you. Carter tells Hope, she apologized. They need to show Daphne the same grace they wished Steffy had shown her. Hope argues that Steffy's in her head. She's criminating her of using him. Carter says it's about the scent, not what she thinks. None of it matters. He feels it's imperative that Daphne stays on in Los Angeles. Hope walks out. Carter soon follows. Formerly alone, Daphne throws her passport back in her handbag and muses, Quelle famille dramatique. What a dramatic family in French. At the sanitarium, Sheila just wants to help Finn and asks if what's wrong has to do with Steffy. Finn tells her that whatever he's got going on, he'll figure out. Sheila says no. She wants to help. He's her blood. Nothing can ramify the relationship between a parent and a child. I miss you. She places her hands on his. I miss you and my grandchild so veritably much. At Bill's place, Steffy asks Bill what the hell he was allowing. Luna killed 2 men and projected it on her mama. She left her in a pen to die. Leaving your granddaughter without a mama, and you got her out of captivity. Bill argues that she's still serving her judgment and can't leave the property. Steffy argues he can't control her. Bill grunts that he understands her in a way no bone differently does. Steffy demurs. She manipulated him into allowing he was her father. This little bond he thinks they've is a taradiddle. Bill says it's not. What Luna did was terrible, but she's a broken person and he can help her. Steffy asks if she's been there this entire time. Bill says no bone. Could know they wouldn't understand. Luna has freak dealt a horrible hand. It doesn't justify her crimes, but she has her whole life to make up for it. Steffy says Luna is an evil person and belongs behind bars. She'll do everything in her power to make sure that happens. Bill taunts. You'll do everything in your power to put your hubby's son back behind bars? To destroy any chance they've had a meaningful relationship? Really, Steffy? Are you sure that's commodity you could do? Luna tells Steffy her life has been one bad dream after another. Steffy tells her to save the sob story. Luna argues that chancing out that Finn is her father makes her believe she has some good in her too. Steffy says she has no good in her. She's a killer. Luna argues that when Finn looked at her, he didn't see what she does. He saw his son. I could feel his love. She goes on about them connecting and relating. You're a parent, you understand that. Steffy reminds her she killed 2 men framed her mama. How did the child/parent bond work out for Poppy? Luna complains that she has no idea what it was like growing up with her. Finn was exactly what she was missing in her life. Luna wants to prove to Steffy, Bill and Finn that she's a changed woman. Steffy screams, "You're out of your mind." Turning to Bill, she says, "And you, Bill, you're so naive." Bill says people change. Steffy hollers, "Enough." She doesn't want to hear it. Steffy doesn't watch what Luna has to say. She killed 2 people. She doesn't watch what kind of backhanders or strings Bill had to pull to get her out of captivity. She'll make it her particular charge to put her back before bars. And you know me, Bill. I'll do everything I can to cover my family. Luna yells, "Steffy, I'm your family." Steffy screams, "No, you're not. You're nothing to me. You're especially nothing to Finn. You aren't his son. He doesn't watch about you. He doesn't want a life with you." What she allowed. She saw in his eyes wasn't love, it was pity. Luna shakes her head no. Steffy says, "Yes, it was. Luna, I know exactly who you are. You tried to kill me. I prayed for my life. I wanted to see my children, and I searched for any ounce of humanity in your eyes. But I couldn't see it. It wasn't there. You just wanted me out of the way. I was just some kind of vexation to you. So, I do'n't watch if you suppose you have some connection to Finn, that he's in your blood. You're not his son. You no way will be, Luna. Ever.